Now I've been making these Gran Turismo tuning videos for nearly 2 years, and below every video, somewhere in the comments there will be mention of this car, the Suzuki Escudo. I totally get it, a lot of people really like this car and it's an absolute Gran Turismo legend, but it's a car that I've never tuned before due to the horrendous turbo lag from the standard engine. But all that changed in the recent update where we were treated to an absolutely phenomenal engine swap for this car, which absolutely transforms it. In this video we're going to be building this to 700 pp and we're going to be building the fastest car I've ever taken around the World Touring Car 700 at Le Mans. This thing is absolutely epic. Stay tuned, I'll show you exactly how to build it. Hello everybody, many thanks for stopping by and welcome back to another Gran Turismo 7 tuning video on KCR-Mark. Today I've got a bit of a special one for you. This is the first time on the channel tuning this car for a 700 pp build. It's the fan favourite, the much loved Suzuki Escudo Pikes Peak. Now in standard guys, this is quite a popular tuning car, but it's one that I've never tuned or featured on the channel before due to its comically bad turbo lag. I just couldn't get on with the car, I just didn't like driving it. But thankfully the new update has provided us with an absolute monster of an engine swap. Now even by Gran Turismo standards, this is a pretty bonkers engine. It's originally found in the rather unremarkable Group 3 Suzuki VGT, and essentially what it is two Suzuki Hayabusa superbike engines, 1.34 cylinders, and they're fused together in a V8 formation to make an absolute screaming twin turbo V8 engine. The outcome of this engineering sorcery is it's transformed this car into an absolutely amazing money grinding car. We're going to be tuning this to 700 pp in this video, so let's get straight into the build. So the car itself is available at a Legends dealership. It's on rotation. Unfortunately it's not actually available when the engine swap was released. Great work Gran Turismo, but I'm going to assume that most of you are going to own this car already. So the first thing we're going to do is ditch that shite standard engine and put the aforementioned awesome V8 twin turbo in there. It's just 325,000 credits. The build itself is fairly simple. One of the only few things that you can change on the car in GT Autos is the wheels, so choose whichever wheels you prefer. We're going to go for 20-inch diameter, wide width and wide offset. Still in GT Autos, as we go on to the custom parts, as you can see there's no aero upgrades or racing items that you can add to this car, so it's really simple. Basically just slap on whichever livery you prefer and change the wheels. Next we can head on to tuning parts. Again, really simple. You don't need anything from Sports or Club Sport. We need to buy the fully customised computer, the high RPM turbo. Everything else you see here purchased is already installed on the car. The only other thing we need to buy is a fully customised racing transmission, racing hard tyres and the intermediate tyres. That's all you need to buy, so a pretty cost effective build this one. So with that done, we can head on to the tuning sheet itself. As you can see, we're going to end up with 600 brake horsepower, an incredibly light car, 815 kilograms. Now that in itself poses a little bit of a problem with the tuning itself. It's so incredibly light and you can get so much ridiculous amount of downforce with this car. You have to be very careful with this tune and how you go about it. The colossal amount of downforce you can get with this car means you have to be very careful with the tune. You can have too much downforce on the rear, which makes the front very light, or vice versa, which makes the back end very tail happy. But I've got this tuned through a lot of trial and error, a lot of testing, and it handles on absolute rails. So make sure you get the suspension and the diff settings exactly as I've got here. With the torque distribution I've gone for 60 at the rear, but it's got such an immense amount of grip, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. It's just personal preference. For the racing transmission we're using completely standard ratios. All I've done is lowered the top speed to 240 kilometers an hour. We're not using any ballast at all on this car, but we have lowered the customised ECU to 76 to produce 600 brake horsepower. The car is capable of quite a bit more, but this is really a good compromise for fuel economy, and the car is absolutely rapid with 600 brake horsepower with it being so light. Another thing to note while we're on this screen is you can see the torque and the brake horsepower drop quite significantly as you go higher up the rev range, so ideally this is a car that you want to short shift to get the most out of, but it's not really essential. For the downforce, we're going to go for 510 on the rear and 200 on the front. This does affect the top speed a little bit, but it means the car is insanely stable and nice to drive. The only part of the tune that we can adjust to the brake balance, I've gone for 2 at the front, -2. The car is absolutely ridiculous on brakes and really stable, so this works really well. So the car all built, we can head to the track. We're going to the World Touring Car 700 at Le Mans, and I think you can have a lot of fun with this car. It's absolutely incredible. Now straight off the bat you can see the insane pace of this car. It accelerates like nothing else. It's got huge amount of grip with all that downforce. I've managed to dial out all the lift off oversteer and understeer. It just handles absolutely perfectly now, and of course with it being so light, the brakes are absolutely incredible on it. You can brake so much later than any other car, and you can just sweep round everything. As you can see, that it's just insanely fast. In terms of strategy with this car, like I said before, you do want to short shift it slightly, and you'll get 2 laps of fuel on standard fuel map with no fuel saving. It's very possible to do 3 laps with this car if you want to do a bit of fuel saving, but I just wanted to really put it to the test and really give it a good thrashing. This car's an absolute grip monster. It doesn't feel too dissimilar to a Group 1 car. You can brake so insanely late. It's got so much traction out the corners, it just absolutely catapults you out the corners. As you can see, it's so fast. By the end of the Mulsanne straight, we've taken the lead from the back of the grid, such is the pace of this car. Now, as I always say on these Le Mans videos, it's hard to give you any real strategy for the race. It's so variable with the dynamic weather. Anything can really happen, but this car just copes with it no problem at all. In this particular race, I had quite a lot of wet weather, and the car just felt absolutely solid and planted. So not really much more to say about this car. I've just run out of superlatives. Just give it a go. I'm really happy with this tune. I think it turned out fantastic, and it's genuinely the quickest car I've ever tuned around Le Mans. With it doing two laps before pit stop, you don't get to get a fastest lap because you're always on an out lap essentially, but the deltas were showing a 3:47, something like that, which is just ridiculous. So a huge lead by the end of the race. We just let the timer run down at the end of the lap just so we didn't have to do an extra one. Yeah, just really easy victory with this car. I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy this, and it's a pretty easy win, whichever skill level, whichever difficulty you use. And of course with that clean race bonus, which you're pretty much guaranteed to get around Le Mans, you're going to get that 825,000 credits, so that's 1.65 million credits in just an hour. So as always, cheers for stopping by. Really hope you enjoyed that one. I'm really pleased with this tune. I think it turned out really well. I'd love to hear your comments on what you think of the car. I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy it. So thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you again soon. Cheers, bye.